Testing, 7. 2. I got a pocketbook, and it's filled with names of people who I think are lame. And your name is there, and your derriere is so much worse than any other I have seen. Look at this polar bear, how sad does he seem? 'Cause the Arctic Ocean has been turned into a stream. The Arctic stream. So let's look at our dead pal. His name was Frank. If only he had put some water in the bank, he could have frozen with the refrigerator at home. That's Ian. He looks like a gnome, saying Chinese baby. Polar bears dying in the street. Go to California to feel the heat, to feel the heat, to feel the heat between their feet. Polar bears dying in the street. What are they gonna do without you or me? Which brings me back to my pocketbook. It has your name, as I said, because you're really lame. But I haven't backed this up with evidence at all, and I'm about to tell you where you've had your fall. You never helped the polar bears. You never helped the dead polar bears. His name was Frank again. Let this sink into your head, he had a name. That's a unicorn. It's not the same as a polar bear, but it's white. This guy got into a fight. Tell by his face. Why can't you just have the grace of a Chinese baby? Of a Chinese baby. Even Lego polar bears can show sadness. Can you? No, I don't think that you have emotions anymore. 'Cause when I dated you in elementary school, you were a different person. You would have spent money trying to bring the polar bears back to health. You would have gone to the Arctic Circle yourself and nursed a baby whose mother had died because it drank too much Coca-Cola. You would have done it. But now, you're just in my pocketbook as a reminder that there are people who don't believe global warming exists. And it does. The Earth gets warmer by 7 degrees Celsius every 700 years. What are you gonna do about it? Turn your air conditioning on. Turn your air conditioning on. Open the door, let it flow onto your lawn. Let it flow onto your lawn. Open your fridges. Open your fridges. Freeze your fridges. Keep them in a freezer. These are the ways that we can help with global warming. I want you to be there for these polar bears face palming. You're all that stands between us and a giant hole in our atmosphere. He looks like a dog. Polar bears are special. And they're cute. What will you do if they get the boot from Mother Nature? Where will you buy your polar bear suits from? Nowhere. Nowhere. And Coke will never sell another gosh darn thing. I don't want to leave until the Chinese baby comes back up again. That's a political thing. on Tumblr, I'm assuming. It's polar bears. This is a funny one. You can't read it. Because this isn't a custom slideshow. Did you know that if you sing into a pop filter and then you get your face really close to it, it smells like
Spit.
like ginkgo fruit. Like dragon fart. Sorry, Grandma, if you're listening to this and you heard that joke. Where's the Chinese baby?
Here it comes. That's not it.
The Chinese baby. The end.